Now, this article is satire. It's fake. Didn't happen. However, it is made by a left-leaning person, and this is them struggling to understand reality. A lot of people ask me, what is the definition of woke? And my answer is, believing in your own headcanon as a lifestyle. So again, this article, this satire claims that fearing boycotts, Ubisoft reportedly considered adding a third main character, a white male samurai, to Assassin's Creed. They legitimately, unironically think that this is why people are upset. Like, they convince themselves of a false narrative, and then they post memes like this and they laugh at each other, and they genuinely think that this is their understanding of the world. It's not about a white male samurai. In fact, most gamers would probably like a ninja with big fat tits as a protagonist. No, the problem is that we are sick and tired of feeding the people that are injecting politics into video games. Like, I don't want to put food on their table, not with my money, okay? Not with my cash. And the question is, like, what is political? Is putting a black guy in a video game political? And in order to explain what is political, we can actually use Assassin's Creed. Here they are in 2007, releasing a press communique explaining how they removed the crossbows in order to maintain historical accuracy. Yes, believe it or not, in a game where you have aliens, where you have Adam's apple and magical artifacts, they actually went and they removed the crossbows in order to maintain historical accuracy, because what they were trying to create was immersion. Yeah, you do have aliens, but the rest of history happened as we know it. Like, sure, you may have a character here and there that was actually a Templar, or they were actually an assassin, and we don't really know their motivations because they're lost in history. But when it comes to technology, like when it comes to crossbows, like, we know when they were invented, and they are trying to maintain that accuracy. They are trying to maintain that sense of immersion in order to create this world. It's like, what if aliens did exist so long ago? Now they don't struggle to do that. Now you have here Ubisoft saying that behind the scenes in this vase, both girls and boys are shown attending a class given by one of the rhetoricians of the era, and the team made the choice to show both genders attending class within the context of the game world. Even though it is historically inaccurate, the team felt it was not necessary to prioritize historical sexism over inclusive gameplay. This is where their resources are going in. This is what their main focus is now. It's not to create a video game that is historically accurate. It is to create a video game that is inclusive. And I'm willing to bet if you're a person working at Ubisoft and you're like the best artist in the field, or you're the best programmer in the field, if you disagree with this, if you are voicing your concerns over the water cooler, they will fire your ass. They will fire your ass, and they will hire someone that may be incompetent, but at least looks at this with awe and admiration and with the worship that it is required. And this is why modern video games are shit. It's not just because of this, because this is something that, unironically, no one even gives a fuck. Like, when you play Assassin's Creed, how many people are even going to admire this vase or understand the inclusivity? This is just so that the people at Ubisoft can congratulate each other, can sit around this vase and intellectually masturbate about how great they are as storytellers. This is what it's about. And anyone that disagrees with them has to get shafted. Now the question is, like, why does it matter? Well, it matters because when I played Assassin's Creed, I was so immersed into the world, which, again, was as historically accurate as possible, because they had a team of historians that would actually do the research required in order to create the beautiful cities. And that actually got me to study real history. Like, education through video games was the thing. I played these video games, I was like, wow, Rome Total War 1. That's so interesting. Like, you would look at the buildings and they would have the history of it. They would tell you how the aqueducts were made and how the Romans invented the highways all those thousands of years ago in order for their armies to be able to quickly march from one corner of the empire to the other. It was really interesting, and that actually got me into reading genuine history. But now that I look at these video games and I see shit like this, I don't trust them. I don't trust that they're going to make accurate history. I trust that they're going to try to stuff their politics even if it doesn't fit. Like, if it's between gameplay, if it's between entertainment, if it's between historical accuracy and their politics win 100% all the fucking time. And people are sick of this branch of politics. We see it everywhere. We know the message by now. But it's not that we disagree with it. We are thinking that you're mentally deficient for pushing it. We are thinking that if you push it, you belong in the mental asylum with mattresses around the walls in order to protect yourself and the rest of society. So this is why gamers are so upset. You know, I was genuinely thinking if anime would have made a story with a black samurai, no one would have cared. Not a single person would have cared because they trust that the people who make the anime, they make it for entertaining purposes. They're not making it to push a message, to indoctrinate you, to get you to vote Democrat or all of the other nonsense. No, they're making the anime to entertain people. So then you're comfortable giving them your money, and in exchange they give you entertainment. If Assassin's Creed Shadows was made after Assassin's Creed 3, no one would have complained. I guarantee to you, no one would have cared. They would be like, well, you know, it's their take, it's their interesting story. Now no one has faith in Ubisoft. Ubisoft has lost any type of credibility whatsoever. When we see the trailer for Assassin's Creed Shadow, we don't look at it and we think, oh yeah, they're trying to make an entertaining game. Oh yeah, they're definitely trying to have this as a story. No, what we think is a bunch of developers that are overworked, underpaid, doing crunch in an office which probably doesn't even have air conditioning because they're saving Mother Gaia. And you have the fat, massive corporeal manifestations of consultants coming in. People who never wrote a story. People who never did anything to be famous, but they're looking over the story that is already written. And then they say, no, you can't have it like this. Like, let's get the check boxes in. Give me the paper. Thomas, give me the paper. Right. I want you to, like, it takes place in Japan.
Now, this article
I want you to add that African America. Like, go through history, find one. I don't fucking care how you do it. Just find one.
However,
put
it is
in there.
made by a left-leaning person.
The female
and
character
this is them struggling to understand reality.
No.
A lot of people ask me, what is the definition
I know the game
of
has
woke?
aliens in it.
And my answer is
but
living in your
have a
head
woman
canon.
with big tits in it. Okay, smaller breasts. Make sure you cover it up. No, like androgyny, very important. Androgyny. We need androgyny, not for the male character. Jesus, no. The female character, androgynizer. We need something left-leaning. Fighting oppression. Yeah, the game is about fighting oppression. Have that theme in it. Have the theme in it. The Japanese are being oppressed, and the assassin is saving them from oppression. Right? Put some class struggle and race struggle in it if you can. Well, we can't do race struggle because it's in Japan, but put some class struggle in it, alright? They're fighting against the shogun, the monarchy. I don't fucking care. Find something. Find something and put it in. This is how they're creating stories. Oh, gayness. Find a character that's gay. Put it in a side quest or something, okay? Or maybe a character that's deaf and mute. Have them in. This is how I view them creating games. They're not thinking like, okay, what would entertain the audience? What do gamers want? What do they like? What's fashionable nowadays? Which games are popular? Oh, this one? Okay. What does this game has that's popular? Nikke, what does it have? Why do people give Nikke money? What is it so special about it? Stellar Blade. What does Stellar Blade have? Like, okay, a lot of people like it over our game. Why? Can we take something from Stellar Blade and put it into our game? Would it make it more entertaining? Is there anything that they're not thinking like this. If they were to think like this, then maybe they would make great games again. Let me know what you guys think, though. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.